Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Southern Romantics New Consultant webinar. Tonight is July 17th, and we're on call number 7, lots of sevens tonight. We're going to talk about team building. So first, I want to go ahead and start this off by expressing my undying and unending gratitude for Beth for stepping in for these calls while I was traveling a lot this summer. So I'm really excited. Beth is going to make sure I get these files so I can get them uploaded to the YouTube for like the 27 calls that she covered while I was gone. Tonight we've got Anne joining us in the dark. Woo. But we're going to talk about team building and growing our teams and sharing the opportunity tonight. So get ready. We got lots to talk about. All right, so we always say with Pure Romance that ultimate wealth is team building. So we talk about the 3 streams of income, IOU, immediate, which is party sales, ongoing, which is reorders, and then the U is the ultimate, and that's team building. So that's the money you make while you sleep. When you decide to share the opportunity with someone and bring someone else into the business, like, you're going to earn a commission off of anything that they sell. So while they're out doing parties and like you're on a 2-week-long road trip out of state, I'm still earning money while my team is partying in my absence. So we call it the ultimate wealth. There's women in this organization that make buku in their monthly overrides. And it's pretty exciting to see the money that can be made with this business. So right now, as a new consultant, I would definitely encourage you to not depend, sorry, I'm going to be yawning a little bit, not to depend or count on your override check to sustain you. You really have to make sure you're hitting your sales. One of the things that sets us apart from other pyramid schemes or direct sales models is that we have to hit a minimum of sales that every consultant has to do in order to earn their commission check off of their team. So like just this week, I don't know if you guys watched the news, but Herbalife they finally settled this big lawsuit because their focus was team building, but not so much actual sales. And that's where it gets kind of tricky. So Pure Romance has taken steps to avoid that becoming an issue, which protects all of us and it holds us all accountable. So that's off point. Things that we need to make sure that we're doing at our parties to kind of help get people thinking about the opportunity, we call it planting seeds. So dropping little hints about how happy you are with your business or what this business affords you without being like overly salesy, because people just get tired of hearing that, let's be honest. Like when I was in Cancun last week, Christina Heil was at my dinner table one night, and she was saying how it's something that she says at every single one of her parties because it's true to her, that, when she's talking about Coochie, and she's holding it up, and she's like, Coochie, this is my rash-free shave cream. Can you believe I sell enough of this to pay my mortgage every month? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, this is the most amazing shave cream on the planet, blah, 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 blah. And she goes throughout her demo, but maybe that kind of sticks with you as a consultant or a potential new consultant, like, wait, she sells enough shave cream every month to pay her mortgage? What? Or like for me, I mess up a lot. My mouth moves faster than my brain, and so I stumble over my words. And so saying things like, oh my God, I get so excited about this business, but who couldn't, oh my God, I'm so glad that I don't get fired every single time I mess up, because I mess up a lot. Just little things like that. Like, can you believe I'm getting paid right now to do this? This is great. You don't have to know what you're doing. You just have to be committed to it, or you just have to want to help people. So planting little seeds like that throughout your party makes it more accessible and more attainable for, your Jane Doe right off of the street who's maybe thinking about doing this or has never thought about doing this, but she sees how much fun you're having and she sees that you can still mess up and make money, and it's awesome. Also sharing your personal story, commonly referred to as your I story, and I know that we've worked on those in a couple of our team meetings. Sharing those stories at every party, playing recruiting games, and collecting your customer connection cards to use as conversations in the ordering room, that's going to help you generate 1 to 2 recruit leads per party. So when you meet them in the ordering room and you see on their customer connection card that maybe they circled like a 10, like this girl did at my party this week, then It's automatically a conversation starter. So, Anne, I saw that you circled 10 on your customer connection card. What would stop you from getting started in this business? Just all that kind of fun stuff. It starts the conversation. Don't ignore those. I'm going to ask everybody, even if they circled a 1, if they could see themselves doing what you do, or what would stop them from starting a business like this. And then we're going to make that a drinking game tonight, so I hope you guys have your wine ready. Every time I yawn, you guys have to drink to keep me awake. And then I give out the opportunity brochures that say Life's a Party. I give these out to anybody that expresses interest, and then I talk to. I ask them if I can add them to my Facebook group. I make sure they go home with one of these, and I say, this is designed to generate questions. I'd love to follow up with you in the next day or two to chat for a couple of minutes and answer any questions that you come up with and see if Pure Romance might be a good fit for you. Could I call you tomorrow or the next day? Which day would be better? Or can I take you out for coffee? Women love coffee, right? Everyone needs to skip out of work for a little bit and come have a date day with me, even if it's just at the Bojangles down the street, right? So if you set up a time to call or have coffee, make sure you set that appointment and put it on your calendar. Don't forget, text her a couple days or like a couple minutes before. Just make sure she's still on for it, because you don't want to get stood up. So that's literally, I give them that brochure, and that's all I give them the night of the party. What I do, and I follow up with them when I get home, is I email them the frequently asked questions, which I'll share with you guys in just a second, and a copy of the current kit sales, as well as a kit breakdown. So the kit breakdowns are now in the back of the catalog, yay, which makes our job super easy. So even you can reference that in the shopping room and be like, boom, look at all this. Or like, I see that you're going to go ahead and spend $200 tonight. Did you know our kit sales are on sale? Like, our kits are on sale for 75% off. Oh my God, you can get all that and more. No. Sometimes they'll just jump right on it. Sometimes they want to go home and think about it. So the frequently asked questions form is something that it's here in a Word document, but I literally just copy and paste this, excuse me, and I drop it into an email. So this is just a Word document. It's got my contact information. You're obviously going to change that and make it yours. Same with the website or anything that has my name on it. But this it's 2 pages long, but there's a lot of basic questions that people have about the business. What about us versus other companies? What do I do if I have kids? What does a sponsor do? What are monthly quotas? What if I don't like it? That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. I need to change that to 200 because they changed that. Oops. Save. No, it'll be ready for the next time. This is basically what I asked my consultant when I signed up. I think I had like 6 pages of questions. It was nuts. So you guys will have access to this in the Dropbox when we finish up this call. That's totally not a yawn because I just swallowed it. If you wanted to create opportunity packets, you could do those in goodie bags. Make sure you include that opportunity brochure as well as your business card. Make sure you stamp or put a sticker on the back of everything you hand them so they can always find you. The kit comparison sheet, which is in the catalog, so if your opportunity packet includes the catalog, then you can just make sure maybe you put a sticky on that screen or on that page so they know to see it. I'm going to see if I can pull it up real quick. The kit comparison chart. It also is a PDF that you can download off the COO. And it's got all these beautiful toys on it, but then it gives you a checklist of how many of what comes in each kit, which is pretty cool. So if you need to go down the line, you can do that. This is just me stretching my mouth. I promise you guys aren't boring me. It's been a long month and a half before we started this call for anybody that's watching. And Anne's like, are you jet lagged? And I was like, thankfully it's only an hour time difference. I'm just tired from not being at home. So I've just been playing catch up like a crazy person for the last 3 days. So that's why I'm so tired. All right, the PRCEF is another awesome form that's available on the COO that you guys will have access to in the Dropbox file. And I carry these with me everywhere. So it's in my green notebook of potential new team members. It's in my party Bible. I mean, this goes with me everywhere, but if I'm at a party, I have extra copies in my party Bible. And just like I did at my party on Friday night, there was a girl that saw the kit sale and was like, I'm gonna do this. And so I literally had her fill this out at the party, and then I can go home and enter it into the website and buy her kit for her, because it's gonna give me all of her contact information and also her credit card information. She tells me what kit she wants. We're gonna figure out what the price is because it's on sale, add in all this fun stuff, and boom, you're done. So that's an easy way, especially if you have a girl that's like, oh, I'm gonna totally buy my kit, I'll go online tonight. You know, sometimes it's always with the best of intentions, sometimes they forget. And I know on Friday night the kit sale was ending, so I really wanted to make sure I got her that kit sale. So it was just easier to have her fill this out. And then I gave the hostess credit on $169 for the standard kit. So she got that as hostess credit towards her party. And then as soon as I got home, I plugged this in and I had a new team member. Woohoo! So Anne had a new sister. Yay! So I carry these with me anywhere. If I'm having a coffee date with you, if it's just a follow-up and you haven't signed up yet, then most definitely I'm going to get you to sign this, because again, I'm type A control freak. That should come as no surprise to anybody. So I like being able to do this for them. I know sometimes when you have huge kit sales and they're limited edition and they're gonna run out, sometimes the site gets backed up and jammed. And I'd rather have that frustration than one of my potential new consultants, and they're like, oh my God, your website can't handle this. And then they lose interest in the business because they think that we can't handle the website traffic when we can. It's just all these other women want to start their businesses as well. So that is something that's available for you guys. And it's liquid gold. Why not make it easier for your new consultants to sign up? So that's what I would put in an opportunity packet, but also keep close by at all times. This is just me making really pretty faces at you guys real quick. Hold on. Anne's like, what did I sign up with? This lady's crazy. Maybe my computer hasn't frozen yet. That usually happens at least like once or 15 times. So the recruit interview sheet will help guide you. We have recruit interview 1 and recruit interview 2. That will help guide you through the initial interview. So when you are just on the phone with someone for a quick 10-minute chat, or preferably less, or if you meet them for coffee, your first contact with them should be 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more than you talk. It's so easy to overwhelm new potential team members with all this information. Oh my God, Pure Romance is so great. Oh my God, it's allowed me to do it. And you just come on really strong. And I'm still 5 years in, super guilty of this. Like, very guilty, because it changed my life. Like, I love my job, and I think that's fairly obvious to anyone that's met me and has spoken with me more than like 2 minutes, but it's something that I'm working on kind of toning down, because I don't want to come on too strong and scare people, and I don't want people to think it's a cult, even though it is. It's a cult of awesome orgasm. So let me share with you this recruit interview number 1. And again, I just made this in a Word document for all your beautiful faces. Make it big. Yeah. All right. So it's got, and it's something I made up on Word. Wait, hold on. What just happened? Oh my God, Anne, I think my computer finally froze. So I'm going to keep talking until it comes back. And I'm going to really hope that you can hear me. If you can still hear me, send me a text and let me know. This happens like every freaking time. Oh, yay. I'm just checking my other text. That's good stuff. Come on, computer. Don't let me down now. So tax-free weekend. I'm about to throw this one out of the window. Oop, on Friday, girl time. You never know why. Let's see if it gets me back bigger. Let's try this one more time. Can you see it? Could you see it the whole time? No. Okay, cool. Well, then this is what it looks like. All right. So what interested you about Pure Romance? Why? Question number 2, is there anything in the way, anything standing in your way from giving Pure Romance a try? My favorite response is when people are like, oh, I just don't have the money. Because then I say, well, how much longer do you want that to be a problem? Which is a little sassy, but it proves the point. Like, if money is the only thing keeping you from making more money, that's a non-issue. Like, that doesn't even count as an objection, because I've got a money-making box of goodies that I can hand to you, like, right now. And then, question number 3, the little cherry on top, when would you like to start getting paid? Because everyone's like, yesterday. Obviously. I know. So these are the questions that you just need to talk to with her, but you're also going to want to, like, let her chat a little bit. She's going to tell you more about her family, about her friends, about, you know, hopes and dreams in life. Don't cut that off. This is an important time to communicate and start building a bond. We're in a relationship building business, not just with our customers, but also our team members. So, Anne, if I had no idea that you had the cutest dog on the planet, and I'm named Daisy of all things, like, I would just be a terrible person. But we were able to bond over that, and I love it. And if I had no idea that, like, Brittany on our team was a military wife, and she's got 2 boys, and she, you know, just needed girl time. This was all about girl time for her. She needed to get out of the house. She wanted to contribute to our household finances, but Lord, a house full of 3 boys and a boy dog, right? She needed some girl time. So it's just going to help you strengthen that bond and start building the foundation for a relationship with your team members. So that's recruit interview number 1. It's very painless. This is like the easiest job interview this person's ever going to have, which is going to be awesome. Effective communication guide and handling objections. These are 2 other really awesome worksheets. So the effective communication guide is really big, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. Again, you can do this. Some people do this on their own little Word documents, but these, again, I like this part when you're, you know, you touch base with a recruiter, you meet her in the ordering room, and then she ghosts you and she won't call you back, or she doesn't respond to your emails or your text messages, and you just one day show up outside her house like, are we not friends anymore? Just kidding, don't do that. That's really friggin' creepy. But this tells you how frequently and often to reach out to her before putting her on the back burner, because especially when you're a new consultant, you're just so friggin' jacked about the business that it's so easy to come on way too strong. I know, because I'm crazy guilty at it. I mean, yeah. I won't say I lost. I just scared off a lot of people in my 5 years of doing this because I just came on too strong. So I like the attempted calls. So call 1, leave a voicemail, call again in 5 business days. Call 2, voicemail, call again in 5 business days. Call 3, text. I text after the first call anyway because I have an out-of-state number. So I'm just like, hey, it's Megan with Pure Romance. Call me when you get a quick sec. Not going into crazy detail on the voicemails or the text messages because that's just scary. You know, when you get a text message and it's like 18 billion things along and you know that there's just nothing good coming out of it. It's just, hey, it's Megan. Call me when you get a quick second. Cool. Call 3, 5 business days. By that time, you're looking at almost 2 to 3 weeks worth of attempted calls. But again, it's not coming on too strong. And then call 5, leave her one last voicemail. Then once a month, reach out to her. Keep her on your contact list. So things like your customer newsletter or a birthday follow-up. And that's where the consistency and you plugging your business on social media or other ways that they follow you is going to be important for you. So like my birthday text that I send out and how my Instagram feed, like how I have people follow me on various forms of social media at the party, because even if it's not the right time for them, I want them to see that I'm consistently working my business and my business is consistently paying off, be it a road trip and hanging out with my grandma, or be it a Beyonce concert or a trip to Cancun that was all expenses paid. Just those little passive touches can really be helpful. And then again, this is going to help you kind of take notes on who she is. If she tells you, I don't want to be a consultant, then you can ask her if you can still add her to a list to let her know about other opportunities, new products, all that kind of fun stuff. It doesn't mean that you should just clear her out of your contact list forever. You don't want to lose her as a customer, because who knows, maybe, we always say every no is a not now. Time might be right later. Just, it's fine if it's not right now. So employment status, relationship status, what interested you, what's preventing you, when do you want to start getting paid? See, it's those 3 questions again. And then this is good for like keeping those dates in front of you. So I like that effective conversation guide. I think it's, especially when you're not quite sure what to lead with or where to start. I love a worksheet. Mama loves a worksheet. The handling objections. Yes. So this document is a little bit older, but the information is still the same. Because especially even when it's like, do you want to book a party? Yes, no, maybe. And they're like, no. And they're going to give you what they think is the most unique excuse ever. It's not, because we hear it like 20 times a week. Same when they're talking about team building. So get used to hearing no, but make sure you have your little ace in your pocket to, I don't know, let them know that there's an easy way out, or that you're kindly calling BS on that excuse. So let me think about it. Or, oh God, I hate that. Let me talk to my husband. Why? So he can continue to ruin all your fun. You know, I love my husband, guys. But sometimes it's easier to ask forgiveness than it is permission. That, oh, I don't have the money right now. When do you get paid? Can you borrow it from a friend and pay it back? Can you put it on a credit card? And then you're just going to work your ass off to make sure it's paid off. I'm just not a salesperson. Well, neither am I, right? I don't consider myself a salesperson. I am a relationship enhancement specialist. And if you want to buy my products, awesome. But I'm not trying to be like, buy, buy, buy. My one nostril has been really runny today. I don't know what that life is about. This is the one that kills me. Oh, I couldn't do what you do. I can't be like you. I don't want you to be like me. I got this down. I need you to be you, because there's going to be women that I'm too much for. We talk about the power words feel, felt, found a lot when it comes to products, when it comes to parties, when it comes to recruiting. I know how you feel. I felt really uncertain at first too, but I found after each party, it got easier and easier. I built my confidence. That makes it more relatable to them and a little bit more approachable. How there's so much, I don't know, there's tons of resources. I don't have the time. This is the girl I'm talking to right now. She works full time. She's back in school. She is an on-call nurse somewhere else. She's married with 2 kids, but she really likes this opportunity. And that's what I love. When you are busy, you find time for it and you commit to it more, because you know that this is the time that you've got for it. So I find people that are really busy have better time management skills anyway, and they're not going to like forget about a party, or they're not going to forget to do the data entry, because their time is so limited. It almost makes them work harder and stronger and better. I love it. I don't know that many people. I call BS on that, because we got She Greenville coming up and we still have open spots. Do you want to meet new people? Great. If you don't know that many people and you refuse to meet new people, you're not going to do well in this business. But if you're willing to meet new people, boy, have I have opportunities for you. What if it doesn't work? Then you got a box of free stuff. It's not the right time. Cool. When's the right time going to be? Let's set a deadline, right? Oh, once I get out of school. Cool. When do you graduate? May? Awesome. I'll call you the first week of June. Right? So it's not to be like skeezy, but it's to get them really think about why they're abstaining. My whole thing was, oh, I can't do that. I'm a good Southern girl, which I'm not. I'm a Yankee, but I go to church. But that was just a stupid objection. I really had no reason to say that. I just didn't want to be sold a bill of goods. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't need to bullshit anybody. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. But then I saw the money she was making and I realized I wasn't making any money. And I was like, well, let's do it. So memorize these, keep them in your back pocket, print this out, memorize it. It's amazing. It's good because it's going to start a deeper conversation with that recruit too. And it helps us kind of like harness our BS meter. Because you'll be able to start reading the people who are just demurring to be polite and the people who have a serious objection that really want it. And maybe they're just not creative enough right now to come up with a way to move past that. So if they really want it, then you can help them. If they're just being like, no, thank you. Don't waste your time with them. Move on to somebody else. Boom. So those are how you can handle some objections. So yeah, keep that first interview short. Oh, and when you're talking about the different kits that we offer, be very aware of your wording. Don't use the word cheap. Even if somebody else does, don't use that word because it degrades what's in the product or the products that are in the kit. Our products aren't cheap. Our products are super high quality. So ask them questions and then guide them. If they're telling you, oh, what's the cheapest one? I'm going to say, well, what would be your goal for starting this business? How often would you like to party? Or how much money are you looking to make? Because they might want to start super cheap, but if they have goals of making $3,000 a month, they're not going to do it with the standard kit. Especially right off the bat, you got to work your way up. So we consider the standard kit to be more of the hobbyist kit. If you're going to do this maybe once a week, you're going to treat it like a hobby. Maybe an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. If you have the girl that wants to replace her full-time income with this, she doesn't need to start with a standard kit because she needs to make more money right off the bat. And a 40% discount is not going to do it for her. And then talk about the platinum kit. That's for a career or woman who wants to replace her full-time income. She's going to do at least 3 parties, probably more a week. That's going to be the platinum kit. And if they're like, well, that doesn't sound like me, then we Goldilocks style that-ish. And we're like, then you definitely need the deluxe kit. That's our kit for entrepreneurs. Maybe about 2 parties a week. You're hoping to steadily grow the business over time. That's probably the one I'd guide you towards. So that's our middle kit. Honestly, to me, I feel like it's the best value. It gets you the automatic activation. It gets you the 45% buying discount. That means absolutely nothing to a new consultant. But if they can see that it's on a great sale, you get $1,200 in products, and you don't have to place that additional $200 order to actually activate your business. It just gets you started, I think, on a stronger footing. And did you know the deluxe kit performs 57% better than consultants who start with a standard kit? It's true. They stay in business longer and they have more sales. So there's that. I'm a big statistics nerd. Sorry about it. Hey, I started with the equivalent of the standard kit. So it can be done. You just have to commit to it. But that's the one definitely. It's more bang for your buck. So I get the people who are on a budget and you get the standard. That was me. But if they've got it, why not go ahead and get them automatically activated and get more money in their pocket right away? So then once she's actually signed up, then I'd take her out for another coffee date, or that's when I'd actually sit down and do the interview to get more into like the goals. So the key, without sounding sleazy, is to get them signed up. Don't let them overthink it. And then we're going to go through and talk about like, what do you actually want to get out of this? And that's when we have the recruit interview number 2. Woohoo! Here's what it looks like. Guess what? It's another Word document. Let's make it big. Same thing, contact information at the top. What's your background? What did you like about your last job? What do you like about your current job? Peer-to-peer romance, maybe it's changed, or maybe she's just being polite. And before she was like, oh, I really like the products. This time she's like, you told me that you made this much money, right? What does she hope to gain? Money, flexible schedule, more time with her kids. This is important. How much money would you like to earn from your parties to start? This is going to help you as the consultant and as the sponsor help focus her goals and her attention. Because if she's like, I want to make $5,000 a month profit, like, that's great. Oh my gosh, like, you must be really motivated. So on average, new consultants make about $250 a party. So if you wanted to make $5,000, hold on. I'm trying to do math real quick, divided by 250. So that's 20 parties. And she's at a 50% discount. Then that'd be about 40 parties a month. Do you have the time right now to do about 40 parties a month? No? Okay, cool. Well, then other ways that we can hurry and get you making that money is by making sure that your party calendar is completely full with the parties you can do, and you want to start growing a team. And then your commission check will help bump up that gap for the $5,000. How does that sound? Right? So we all have these great, huge goals, but we need to make sure we come up with an action plan to get there. And sometimes new consultants, you know, they don't quite know how it works yet. So it's our job to kind of hold their hand, not quash their dreams and say, oh, I'm sorry, that's impossible. You can't do that. Because we know that's not true. Just look at Dana Barish, right? She can make $5,000 in a month real quick, right? She could probably make $5,000 in a day, but not all of us are there yet. So helping them kind of narrow down their goals. What would you like to do with the money? That might also help you kind of figure out what's motivating her. So if she wants to quit her job, if she wants to pay for her kids to go to college, if she is desperate and she needs like to buy a house, if she needs to keep the roof over her baby's heads, like figure out what her goal is, because that's going to be her motivator. So when she calls you in a bad month and she's threatening to leave and she can't do anything, you're like, oh, I see that you didn't place an order this month. Does that mean that you were able to pay for your house already? And then she's probably going to be like, no. Well, then why are you going to quit, girl? This is extra money in your pocket. This is why my girls sometimes think that I'm not soft and fluffy enough. That's okay. I still love you guys. How many nights or days are you willing to work your business? If she wants $5,000 in profit and she can only do one night a month, you know, we have a little bit of a disconnect there. How many parties per week or month would you like to do? And again, are you willing to and would you like to do are two different questions. Are you willing to do it once a week, but would you like to do it once a month? Because again, then maybe we're going to switch her focus to team building more and have her just hit her minimums, and her team will help earn her override check, which will make up that difference. And what days or evenings would you like to work? So is her expectation $600 a month, but she's only working one party? It's probably not going to happen. These are some little scripts that you're going to use to kind of help coach her through. So when do you want to start making money? Now, obviously. Our goal as a sponsor is to get her investment paid off so she can start seeing the profit right away. You don't want to drag your feet on this because then they feel like they just spent all this money on a box and it doesn't do anything. We need to book 6 parties in 6 days, I say in 60 days, so that you can get the practice, just like we're going to have with you, Ann, on Tuesday. The more you do your presentation, the better you get, the more confidence you feel, the more knowledgeable of products you're going to feel. It's just like rehearsal. Theater kid, I love a rehearsal. By doing these 6 parties in 60 days, you're laying a firm foundation for your business. You don't want to have 2 parties in 60 days because that's a big fat gap between parties. So we want to try to like get these set and consistent and start building that foundation. The bookings that you're going to get from your first 6 parties are going to be your future business. So you want to do them in those first 60 days, so that if you get 1 to 2 bookings, that's going to roll over and keep you going for the 3rd month, for the 4th month. And that's kind of what keeps your business moving forward. We talk about it kind of being like a train instead of stopping and starting and stopping and starting. If you just build that momentum, even if it's slow and steady, it's consistent, right? Instead of having to like stop and start, stop and start. And that takes more energy and it's time consuming and it's frustrating. So we have two really amazing programs, which you already know about for new consultants. We have Fast Track and the Inventory Credit Program. And you already got your Fast Track necklace. Yay! So excited. And you qualified for the Inventory Credit Program. Yes. So those are great things for new consultants to take advantage of. It's already been proven that when you carry inventory, people spend more money because they want to get it that night. And I mean, who doesn't like being recognized for their hard work by getting some pretty jewelry? Plus, not only are they pretty, they're conversation starters. So when you wear your Pure Romance necklace or your pin out and someone's nice enough to compliment you, then that's bringing up your business. Boom, sold. So here's your follow-up questions. If I agree to teach you, train you, and give you all the information you need, do you think you could do a good job with this business? Yes or no? I would go ahead right then and there and try to set up her first 3 dates for her Pop the Box and her 2 launch parties. Have her work on the Who Do You Know list, which is the top 50 list. And then these are the scripts to invite people to her party. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by reading these, but this is like gold. Verbiage gold. This is straight from Belinda Ellsworth, who's like a direct sales superstar. Her scripts are amazing. And if you ever go on a road trip with me, chances are I'm going to make you listen to her CDs because they're freaking awesome. And then you're going to have her book the next 6 parties. So we'll take care of those first 3. She'll take care of the next 3. But then, of course, we're going to have more that are adding on. So we're just going to have that. Write it down. And then ask her, can you set aside 10 minutes a week to call me? Can you set aside 3 to 4 hours a week for your first 3 to 4 weeks of training, which include these webinars, which you're going to send all your new consultants to because the work's already done for you. Get them on these calls. That includes shadowing parties, which everybody needs to do. And I love this follow-up question. Number 7, it says, one of the greatest things you can do for your business is to bring a friend with you. Because it has been proven that when you bring a friend into the business with you, that both of you have a greater level of success within their first 90 days. It's healthy competition, but you also feel like you have a buddy and you're not in it alone. It makes it more fun. You have someone to share ideas with, brainstorm, bounce ideas off of, and both people tend to do really well. They're almost like accountability buddies right from the start. So then, new consultant, I want you to put on your thinking cap and think about who you know that loves this product, who needs extra money, who would you really like to work with? And then have them share that information with you, because I guarantee it, they are not thinking about sharing the opportunity with anybody yet, but it's never too early. You don't have to know crap to share the opportunity and get someone signed up. That's the great thing about Party School and trainings and these webinars is we are going to teach you everything you need to know. You just got to show up. That's easy. Boom. Oh my goodness. So that's recruit interview number 2. And then another thing as we get into it that you should focus on, we call it the race to senior consultant, me plus 3. So when you have 3 active recruits under you, you get your next promotion up to senior consultant, and that gets you a 50% buying discount. And that 5 to 10% additional income off of your party sales makes a huge difference in your pocket. You wouldn't think 5% adds up. It does. Oh my gosh, it does. When you get to senior consultant, then we're going to focus on making sure you hit your monthly minimums so that you can earn your lifestyle bonus. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say monthly minimums or lifestyle bonus, go back and read this because it's all in here. So there are minimums. So advanced consultants, to earn an override or a lifestyle, well, you don't get a lifestyle bonus yet, but to earn your override off of any potential recruits that you have recruited before you hit 3 active ones, you need to do $750 in sales, which is an average of about 2 parties. Technically, it's like 1.5 parties. So as long as you're doing 1.5 parties a month, you can earn an override off of anybody you share this opportunity with. Once you get to senior consultant, you need to do 1,500. That's 3 parties. That's what many girls are doing anyway, but then you're going to earn an extra $100 in a lifestyle bonus plus your commission check. And it just keeps going on up from there. It's pretty sweet. So making sure that you're aware of those when you start building a team, because there's no fun in building a team if you can't actually collect the money from the overrides of what they're earning you. So make sure you know what you're responsible for. Whew. All right. So your homework tonight, should you choose to accept it, is to create an opportunity packet, which includes a business card, a catalog, and maybe the current kit sale price, anything that you might want to give out to somebody. It could just be the opportunity brochure, and share it on the Facebook page. Update the Pure Romance frequently asked questions to reflect your contact information, and start sharing that with anyone who circles anything on their customer connection card. I usually say 3 or above is who I send the email to. And then I challenge you to identify 3 potential recruits in the next week. You can check your customer connection cards, Facebook posts, former guests, and begin reaching out to them. I especially love it when I see someone posting online like, who do you know that's hiring? Or I need a new job. Or, oh, I really hate my job. Or tomorrow, because it's Monday, you're going to see a whole lot of people complaining about having to go to work. Those are the people that I'm going to target a little bit, and maybe just send, a little introductory message. Be like, girl, I know how you feel. Mondays are the worst. Why don't we get a party booked for you, and we can try to make next Monday feel a little bit better. We can have Margarita Monday. So instead of, having a bad, evil connotation for Monday, next Monday we'll be really excited to have a Pure Romance party after work for happy hour. And then maybe that'll be the gateway drug into them seeing that, oh my God, this could be a whole lot of fun, and I could make money, and I don't have to hate Mondays. So identify 3 potential recruits in the next week. So that's your homework. Yay! So that's the call for this evening. I'm going to unmute you, Anne, and we'll take about 5 minutes if you have any more questions. But thanks for being on the call tonight. You are officially unmuted.
Hey, tell me again the items in the opportunity pack.
Let me go back.
I got the card.
Kit comparison sheet, which is also in the catalog. The PRCEF isn't something I would really give them, but I'd fill it out for them, or if I was with them. And the business card, opportunity brochure, kit comparison, and then I have current catalog, but the kit comparison is in the catalog.
Okay. And you're gonna upload the FAQ for me to print out?
Yep, I'll make sure that you guys have access to this Dropbox link after this call.
Okay.
What other question?
That was it.
Okay.
So finish your glass of wine and go to bed.
I need to. I definitely will. It's been a busy weekend.
Yeah.
But it's been good getting everything caught up. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and shut this down and get it posted to the YouTubes, and I'll work on getting the calls that Beth did while I was gone uploaded to YouTube shortly. We just have to get our computers together so they can make out and share viruses. No viruses.
You don't need
but share information between the 2 of them.
Right.
Basically, I just need to get on her computer and log into my YouTube and just upload them from her computer. And we'll make it happen. Thanks for staying a student and being on here tonight. Next week will be our last call in this round. So I'm excited for that. And then you can pick up where we get started on the first one if you didn't already watch all those videos, or if you wanted to sit on a live call. But we'll start that at the very end of the month. But I'm excited.
Yay. Me too.
All right, honey. I will see you on Tuesday, and I'm sure we'll talk before then.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, honey.